Gold's Gym, Neiman Marcus, J. Crew, Hertz, JCPenney. A lot of these retailers have to declare bankruptcy because they just can't pay their leases. You have brand recognition. There is value in that. You have products that consumers like. There is value in that. What was the thing weighing them down? Retail. They are going to go to Amazon, whether they like it or not. Product marketplaces are going to be a winner. These retailers, these brands, as they come out of bankruptcy, are going to have to figure out, how to sell digitally. Every week there's a new retail bankruptcy, unfortunately. There's a good article here just putting some nice diagrams together of all the different retail bankruptcies that are happening. It's just unfortunate to see, but you are seeing some retailers get acquired from folks that want to try and relaunch the brand, maybe in an e-commerce type of fashion. But check this out. CB Insights did a good little graphic here. This is in 2020. You can see, so January, you have Fairway grocery store. Man, they needed to hold on a couple more months. So March, these are some of the first victims. Oh, can you see here? So March, Models, Art Van, April, True Religion, Jeans. May, here you go, a bunch, right? Gold's Gym, Neiman Marcus, J. Crew, Hertz, JCPenney, Advantage, Rent-A-Car. June, you have 24 Hour Fitness, GNC, Chuck E. Cheese. July, Sur la Table. Took French for a few years, but I've lost a lot of it. Brooks Brothers, Lucky Brand, more jeans, I think. Muji, you got Ascena Retail Group of apparel and accessories. They own Ann Taylor and Lane Bryant. They're going to close 1,600 out of their 2,800 locations. So what's going to happen to all these retailers? A lot of these retailers have to declare bankruptcy because they just can't pay their leases. And so they're using bankruptcy. Chapter 11 means you can come out of bankruptcy once you clear up your balance sheet, and then you can relaunch the business. It means all the equity holders, for the most part, will lose their equity in the business. The lenders, the debtors, whoever's in first position is going to have first claim over the assets and all these kinds of things. But at that point, you're not getting your money back as a lender. You're just divvying up whatever other assets the business has and splitting those up. But you're also going to negotiate with someone else that's going to come in and buy the business out of bankruptcy, most likely, or help to refinance the business and bring it out of bankruptcy. And that's where you have restructuring firms, these advisory firms that do what's called restructuring. So you're going to restructure the business, clean up the cap table, and recapitalize the business. So these brands, what are they going to do? You have brand recognition. There is value in that. You have products that consumers like. There is value in that. What was the thing weighing them down? Retail and no e-commerce or very little e-commerce presence or capability. So I think what you're going to have happen, and if I'm Amazon, if I'm Walmart, and you're actually already seeing kind of Amazon put some of this into motion around clothing and apparel and accessories and all these businesses that had big retail presences that are basically now just destroyed. They are going to go to Amazon, whether they like it or not. They have brand recognition. They have products that consumers want, clearly. The problem was the business was turned upside down because the way they would distribute their product was heavily weighted towards retail. And you have these very expensive leases. So now with the leases go away and you have maybe 40% of the store presence that you used to have, or possibly 10% of the store presence that you used to have, what are you going to do? You're going to sell your stuff online through e-commerce, through marketplaces. It's going to happen. So it'd be interesting to see. I think there's a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of issues that these brands have. They don't, they kind of want some brand segmentation. They don't want to just be packed in, especially the luxury apparel good brands. They don't want to be lumped in with all the other kind of regular brands on Amazon and, all this kind of infighting and preferences and all that. So there are things that need to be accounted for, but product marketplaces are going to be a winner. Absolutely. These retailers, these brands, as they come out of bankruptcy, are going to have to figure out, how to sell digitally. Now, that means those are for the brands that have retail stores, right? These like jean companies and that kind of stuff. But if you are this sur la table company and you were really a retailer of other products, that's a much different story. Maybe you have some product lines that consumers identify with, but it's a very different business. It's going to be much harder to jumpstart that because the whole business was basically just, we are a retailer, and now that's gone. So that's going to be a much more precarious thing to claw your way out from. Hi, this is Alex from Winner Take All. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to leave a comment, ask us questions, and definitely make sure to join us on our next live stream.